Levi's just been talking about his prostate. Oh God.
Yes, I have. It's very, it's very interesting subject.
Oh my God. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
I'm this close to canceling the live, you fucking bitch. Like, I'm over here sick as a dog, and he's just making jokes. It's so unfair. If I could crawl
Right.
through that fucking camera,
Oh,
I
no.
would rip your larynx out and crunch it with my wrists. Honestly.
Right. Okay. Okay. Right. So now, right. So thank you for doing this live. Because I know how incredibly sick you've been this week. So
Yeah.
thanks,
Oh
seriously.
man. So I had kidney stones. Then I got COVID, and now the kidney stones are back. But COVID seems to be gone, so that's fun.
Yay to the COVID gone. That's good. Right, okay then. Now we've come on for a very good reason tonight because we have got some gossip to share. Well, not gossip to share. It's not gossip. It's
No.
bullshit, really.
It was a really fun scavenger hunt that Martin and I went on last night digitally, and it kind of blew our minds. And I think it kind of coincides with my Why Oracle Decks Suck video. You want to know why? Because that was very much about earnest collaborations between illustrators and deck writers, if you get what I'm saying. And this is kind of a story about that as well, but with a little bit of a sting.
So shall I briefly explain what happened?
Yeah, a little bit, and maybe I can even show people because you were looking on. But Martin and I both have this unhealthy habit of scrolling through Amazon looking for cool new decks. And what happened?
Well, I came across a deck yesterday, and I thought, oh, that artwork looks very similar to something I was actually asked to review last year. So I got the said deck out of the cupboard and I thought, it's not similar, it's exactly the same. So,
Shall shall I like show the people the deck you found on Amazon? It's a deck by
yes.
Peter Pauper Press, and it's called the Mystic Odyssey Tarot Deck and Guidebook. It looks really cool, honestly, because I saw it and I was like, "Ooh, that's cute." Here, let me show you some pics. Like this is kind of what it looks like, right?
Yeah, that's it. And
Yeah, it looks pretty
so
cool.
I obviously noticed that the artwork was a direct copy of. Wait a moment, I've just got to get down again. Right, okay. I noticed the artwork was a direct copy of this deck, which I was sent to me. It was just sent to me last year for a review. And
Yeah,
so
it's all
I did a review, and it says the Empress Tarot deck. And on the back of the box, there's a little blurb, no name, no nothing. And I messaged the creator last night out of concern, and I said, "Has your deck gone mass market because there was a different name on the deck, on the Amazon page than the creator's name?" And they said, "No, it hasn't." And I says, "Well, you need to look at this then." So I sent them an Amazon link, and then they got kind of nasty.
yeah.
We have got all the screenshots and everything, and they said, "Why are you being so petty?" Blah blah blah. And I thought, "Hang on, there's something wrong here."
Yeah,
So
and
Levi,
that's when
so Levi went and did his little tarot detective bit. This is the deck, and Levi went and did his tarot detective bit, and we found out that this creator had bought images off Etsy, off a digital creator,
yeah,
and
let me
deck.
like I said earlier, I'm bringing the receipts, so I will show you what I found. So I was looking for that Mystic Odyssey Tarot guidebook because everywhere on Amazon, all you see is Sarah Longstreth, this name here, right? And I was like, she's the author, but it didn't really mention anywhere someone else's name because it's very unusual for a mass market deck to come out where there is an author, and that author is also the illustrator. So I did some searching, and then I found Ginny Reynolds, or Virginia Reynolds, as well. So I started Googling her, and on the Peter Popper Press page, whenever you look for Ginny Reynolds or Virginia Reynolds, you come up with these tarot kits that they sell, like these cute little tarot kits. So I was like, and she was an author on there too. So what I found out is that Sarah Longstreth is not an editor. She is actually, she's not the author. She's actually an editor for Peter Popper Press, but she's being credited as the author, which is kind of weird. And then Ginny Reynolds, who has published books about tarot before, is credited as a sub author. And then I did some Googling, and I found this Italian website, and that said Jana Bolbot as the illustrator in Italian, but illustratore. So I was like, I wonder if we can find her. And then obviously, Martyn found her Instagram page, which was interesting. So he was like, is this her? And we were kind of scrolling through, and it did kind of look like her. So that was interesting. And then I decided to Google. Shall I show the people what I found?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, that's interesting. So I decided to Google Jana Bolbot Tarot, and I found this. Hold up. Yeah. Let me share that shit. So Jana Bolbo Tarot. And I found indeed that the Instagram name matched. And also I found her Etsy. So let's go to that Etsy of hers and see if we can find that
One of the
those
cards.
images. She's a really cool illustrator, by the way.
Yeah,
You
nothing wrong
can,
with her illustrations at all.
yeah, she's very modern, very aesthetic. You can buy the 78 tarot cards designed, complete set of illustrations for personal use for $32.95. And you get basically the whole deck, so fronts and backs. You get, and this is actually really cute, because I was thinking, if you wanted to maybe use it for, honestly, Martin, like for journaling
Yeah,
printouts or
yeah,
stickers. I mean, I've been kind of looking for that, so I might actually buy this.
yeah.
But let's see. She does say right here, it is for personal use only. If you would like commercial use, you need to purchase the extended license. So that will be this product, which is $32.95, and you'd need to buy this product for 117 euros and 68 cents, so that you can like commercially use it. And that's obviously what Peter Popper Press have done. They've probably, because this is for creating 500 plus. Oh yeah, this is for creating 500 plus end products. So this is what Peter Popper Press has done. But this is also what the girl who supposedly created or designed the Empress Tarot deck has done.
But
Only problem being the
she,
illustrators.
yeah, she basically sent me the deck to review last summer, mentioning none of this. And she basically passed it off as as her own. Now I feel stupid because if I'd have known this at the time, there is no way I would have agreed to receive a copy of a deck where I knew you could get images from Etsy. I didn't know this kind of thing existed until Levi found it out last night. Um, and so I felt a bit cheated. And another thing as well, because she was being so like kind of abrasive towards me. I asked. She was being very abrasive towards me, and she says basically, "What the fuck's it got to do with you?" And I says, "Well, I fucking promoted your deck, and I says and reviewed your deck. I says which you told me. I says that you created, which she never did, and she's selling this deck for 80 fucking dollars, and when you can get it for 20, and I think that's just appalling when." You approach somebody, ask them to review your work, and it's not actually your work.
Yeah, and she did choose her words wisely in your conversation. Obviously, we're not gonna, I mean, we could, but we didn't prepare that, so I don't have the screenshots ready. But she did mention, she never mentions that she drew all of it, but she did get really mad when you pointed it out. And she said, it took me a year to design this deck. And I was like, what did you design, girl? Did you drag and drop the pictures into a Procreate file, tarot template, and sent it off to the printer? Because it doesn't look like you designed a whole lot about this. Nothing is like, not even the font is altered. Everything is the same. The
Yeah,
backs, like,
it's exactly the same, and that's what's like kind of pissed me off more because I mean, I've never had this happen to me before, and I've never seen it on Instagram before. Obviously, we've seen images in Oracle decks running 1,000 others, but that's different because that's all online. But when somebody like does something like this and they kind of pass it off as their own, you're thinking, well, because I genuinely thought it was their own artwork. I hadn't
yeah,
got a clue.
that is very much how it was presented at the time.
Yeah,
I remember, but I also remember, and I know that Moran is here and some other people are here. I also remember there being quite a ruckus in the comments on your Instagram underneath the couple posts that you used that deck for, of people that commented, "Oh, this looks a lot like the Soul Cards by Christine Fredheim." um, which is funny, which is another psychic from Sweden who, at least she's honest about it. Although you do have to do a deep scroll on her website, but she also has a black and gold tarot deck, and also pink and gold, and white and gold, and green and gold deck out, which looks kind of Marseille-esque. But that was designed by other people for her, and she never claims that she's the designer. She is the personality that is helming that deck. And this really feels like this girl is doing the same thing. So she's trying to be this guru, this personality. She has her own like self care and coaching, holistic like affair going on. And then she's trying to uh, put a product out in the market. And obviously, she can't draw. So she goes online, looks for tarot images to buy, and finds this pretty good deal. So she didn't do anything wrong per se. She paid the girl, she paid for the rights, she paid for the printing, but still it left a sour taste in my mouth, especially since those comments back then, she was very aggressive in your comment section on your page too. Even back then, when people said this looks like the Soul Cards tarot, she was like, "No, it doesn't look like that at all." Blah 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 blah. She was very angry back then.
and she was angry with me in the comments because I screenshotted you the comments and sent you the comments, didn't I?
Yeah,
And there was no need for her to kind of get defensive when I said, when I sent her the screenshot, because I did genuinely think that somebody was taking her work,
yeah,
not the other way around. So you know, and
yeah.
so like it's kind of disgusting, really, because like I mean, I did her a huge favor. I give her exposure, and if I could turn back the clock and find out what I know now, she wouldn't have nothing from me.
No, wasn't it like? Didn't you also like do a YouTube video about that? I don't know. I don't
Yeah, I did a
remember.
walkthrough on the deck, gushing all over the artwork. Well, like,
Yeah,
there's absolutely nothing wrong with the artwork.
it's actually
Um,
pretty cool.
it's a lovely deck, it really is. But like, I mean, it's somebody else's artwork, and I don't see how somebody can download, buy a pack of images, and sell this to the public, expecting the public not to find out eventually, which we have.
Yeah.
Because you can buy images, there's always somebody else who's going to buy their exact same pack at some point or another.
Yeah, like I literally might do that because I think they're really cute, and I've been kind of looking for tarot stickers to put in my
Yeah, yeah,
journal. I do think 32 pounds is a bit much for those images, but still, you can use them indefinitely for your journal.
yeah,
Uh,
exactly. Why didn't she just say, like, I haven't drawn the images. I've actually bought a pack from Etsy where I wanted to see how it look in a tarot deck. instead of charging like 80 fucking dollars for it.
Yeah. And then she went on about the guidebook that she wrote, which is a pretty poor. I mean, no, maybe that's not fair to say, but it's not the best tarot guidebook I've ever seen. You sent me the PDF yesterday, and I was like, yeah, that's just copy pasted bullshit that we literally see in every other tarot guidebook out there. So it
Yeah.
wasn't that unique. If she would have like had an amazing, like really cool tarot guidebook with really new, different ways to use tarot, I would have been, cool work. And um, this is also what I talked about in my Oracle deck rants on my page. If you are a creator and you have to work together with an illustrator, which he essentially did, to create a deck, at least make sure that the written portion isn't outweighed by the illustration portion of the work.
I
That
know.
that's
I know.
that's what I think. Make it fair, make it an earnest collaboration, because there are people out there like me that are painstakingly drawing each and every card in their decks. And, honestly, I have traced a hand, or I have traced a feather, maybe every now and then, in my drawings. But, you know, this just, even though it is legal, it just feels wrong the way it was presented at the time.
It feels crap. The whole kind of situation has left a bitter taste in my mouth now. Because to kind of have a go at me, about
Yeah.
pointing it out when she was just found out. That's all.
Or just put the name of the illustrator on the box. But,
Yeah,
then again, there's literally nothing in that box besides her illustrations, because the guidebook isn't even printed. It's digital. So
I did kind
there's,
of wonder what kind of like set the alarm bells ringing now last night, because I'd never noticed this before until last night. When I picked up the deck and I thought, oh, hang on a minute, and I looked everywhere, and in the inside of the box, the creator's name's not on it
no, the,
anywhere.
the creator's name. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There's no names on the box at all, so there's absolutely no copyright to this at all. Because there's no guidebook inside. There's no like copyright anywhere. So basically, it's just somebody's like printed the deck out in better quality than Peter Pauper Press has, because it's on
Yeah.
good cardstock. But I will carry on using the deck because, like, to me, it's got nothing at all to do with that person now, anyway.
No, not at all. I think what was her name again? Yana Bulbota made a really yeah, Yana Bulbot
Yeah.
made a really cool modern tarot deck, which is super dope. And oh, you can even buy like the loose. This is fun, guys. I'm just browsing her Etsy now, and you can also just buy the loose clip art. That's fun. So you can have all the clip separate little illustration bits, and you can kind of
Well,
come up.
I mean, I said it at the time, and I will say it again. There's absolutely nothing wrong at all with this deck. It's lovely. It's lovely quality. The cardstock's smashing. It's a pip deck. But I love pip decks anyway. It's all foiled and everything. It's absolutely lovely, and I do like it. But like to kind of, if she'd have been honest to me in the first place, that would have been fine. But she wasn't. And yeah,
Yeah, like she could have said, there's this really cool illustrator from Belarus. Belarus, that's how you say it, right? Or
I think so.
Belarussia.
Yeah, Belarus. Yeah, that's how we say it. Yeah.
There's this really cool illustrator, and I found her, and I decided to get her deck printed. And would you like to review it?
Yeah,
Fine.
yeah, yeah. But no, she passes it off as her own. Deanne's just said, a friend of mine, Anne Painted, designed a deck for me. Someday I'll have it available and plan to write a book. Let me say, her name will be huge and my book will not be at RWS. Well, Deanne, that is absolutely amazing. We need more people like you. And I'm not going to say anything about anyone, because every single deck creator who I've worked with personally and we've become friends, there has never ever been or will ever be a problem.
Yeah.
I've never experienced anything like this before. So, and hopefully
Yeah.
I don't have to experience anything like it again.
I kind of have, and you have too, but it wasn't
Oh,
that
that
big.
market deck.
I was talking about that Tarot Reconnect with You, and I think I may
That
have
one
it
that was
somewhere.
about 11 quid in a crappy box.
I'm
With
hearing
all
a strange.
the one with all the stock images on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
yeah.
was this. I'm gonna try to find it because it's funny. um, I have this one thing right here with like all my crappy decks, kind of.
I threw mine away. I think I threw mine away.
Oh, is this it? Is this it? No, this is not it. This is not a crappy deck. This is crappy decks and prototypes that we got from Danny and Haley.
Oh,
No,
yeah, one more
it's not
proto.
in here. Oh, it's not in here. Shit. Well, whatever. But it's you can. I could. Oh man, I could of course just show it on the screen. Duh. The Tarot Reconnect with You.
Who was it by now?
By this lady who does. Oh, I already found it. Hold up, I can show it on the screen in a bit if the computer wants to work with me. Yeah, the Tarot Reconnect with You. It was this kit
Oh
by.
yeah, I hated that.
Yeah, it was cute for a minute, for a hot minute, but it wasn't that amazing. Oh, this
There was
doesn't
all
really.
stock images as well. You could buy, wouldn't they?
Yeah, because this was nowhere did it ever really say who the illustrator was, but they did mention it in the guidebook, and it's just from some stock photo site. It's kind of similar, but when a mass market publisher does it, at least they have the decency to put it in their pages.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why do I look
Same
like
with.
why do I look like a fucking wing nut tonight? My my ears look massive. What's going on? Yeah,
It's, be- it's because you were talking about my fucking prostate earlier. You fucking bitch.
tickle it, love. Yeah.
Martin's having a laugh at me because okay, so I have kidney
Do
stones.
you not say what you told me earlier?
No, I'm not going to tell the whole story. That's for the OnlyFans after hours talk that people have to pay for. But they've put me on this medication that is usually given to older guys who have prostate problems, and it widens your urethra so the kidney stones can pass through easier. And he's like constantly making fun of that, and that's not nice, Martin. It's not nice at all.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm right, okay. I've let me show you this. Right, now look what this I picked up today from I didn't pick it up today, I mean it come today. eBay for photos. It's not going to be used at all. A mini Ouija board wood. Um,
Aw.
look, it's for my dolly. So my dolly can do
I love it.
the fucking cats, really. That's what it's for, isn't it?
I think I may have.
Captain
Yeah,
Audi.
I have a really cute one as well. Let me show you. This is from that. Did Moran gift you that blue Lenormand, the Magpie Lenormand?
Did Moran gift it me?
Yeah, I think
No, I bought it you, I think. No, no, I've got the black one, yeah. I ain't got
yeah,
the thing though.
yeah. I got the
Oh,
like the
ah.
deluxe edition, but this has a really cool like little Ouija board as well, which I like.
Candy, you should get one of these and your dollies can be like Reagan off The Exorcist. You know, the dolly's down in front of it. It's all right, actually, and it was only a tenner.
Oh, that's fun.
That ain't bad, is it? Because you just waste your money on necessary stuff, you really don't need. And it comes with a little tiny planchette as well.
Oh, it's just
So
cute.
yeah, I'm it's for photos, nothing else. I ain't gonna start using Ouija boards. Um,
But that was kind of all we had to say about this bit. Just know that if you want to pay $80 for that deck with gold foil, you can,
yeah,
and it's perfectly fine. But you can also buy it for $25 off Peter Pauper Press under a different name. It will be on horrendous, really sticky, glossy cardstock, because
Yeah,
they're
I have
not
that
that
stock. Yeah,
like they had that other deck. Let me show that to the people real quick because I actually like that, but the cardstock was so.
yeah, I love the deck right, the card stock. Levi does.
It was this one, the Wild Mystic Oracle.
Yeah, that's a nice deck. It's a shame about the card stock.
Oh, it was so sticky and shiny that I just couldn't. And I have to say, oh no, she's actually Anastasia Catrice also illustrated it.
Yeah,
But
she's
this
a
back
self
th-
artist.
but this back then also kind of gave me stock image vibes a little bit. Sorry, Anastasia, but yeah,
Yes, I
but
don't
this
like it anymore.
it's a really good deck, but I had to rehome it because it was so sticky and it smelled really strange and
Mm.
oh, it was not the tea, that deck. No.
Levi uses a pendulum. I can't use one because the reason why the reason why I can't use a pendulum. Do you know why, Levi? Do you remember me telling you?
Don't remember you telling me, so tell me again.
Because it makes my bum hole go funny.
Fuck off.
It does. It does. I swear to God. When I'm swinging that pendulum, it's like I just can't. It just makes me feel all weird. Like, yeah.
I do use a pendulum, and I Willem hates it, and we sometimes I force him to play this game called Hide the Labradorite, so
I
he has
was
to hide.
just like something else then.
I have this really nice. It's actually right here. This really nice piece of Labradorite, nice and smooth.
Hunt the sausage, where you call it over here, love.
Yeah, and he hides it somewhere in the living room, and then I go dousing for it, and he was like, so he got mad. He was like, "You peeked, blah blah blah." I was literally on the other side of the house. No way for me to know that the
How
Labradorite.
can you find it with a pendulum?
Yeah, of course. Like within like a minute. So yeah.
How do you know, Tony? You ain't seen the size of me fucking dowsing pendulum. So, but no, I can't. I really can't with a pendulum. And it's nothing to do with the material because I've got a brass one and a crystal one and a wooden one, and they all kind of have that like of clench my bum cheeks together effect. Yeah,
It's interesting. It's weird.
we'll have to find out if there's a hidden meaning behind that.
Yeah. Oh, Astro Lady Tarot is here as well. Hi.
Oh,
she's
yeah,
nice.
no.
But anyways, once again, since the tarot deck market already is pretty saturated and since it's already pretty difficult for most people to get their deck out there, um I would love it if people didn't buy either version of the deck, but maybe went to the illustrators Etsy and maybe buy the pack. So you can like print it out, use it for journaling, use it maybe you can use it for anything. You could use it to make stickers or print your own version off, make playing cards. She even has it in like when you buy the pack, you even get the full deck in 3 colorways, which is really cool.
Yeah, there's a white one, a pink one, and a black one in there.
Yeah, it's actually really cool. And next time you guys see sort of a, cool modern looking sigilly deck, um, I'm never gonna blind buy one of those anymore because I got a feeling that way more of this fuckery is going on, and I'd rather actually support actual artists rather than a
Goddamn,
Peter
yeah,
because Peter Popper Press also could have invested in an actual like she is an artist, but believe me, they just bought the regular license. She's not getting anything extra from that.
yeah, exactly. Look at that lovely comment from Emmy there. Levi's
Oh,
deck is funded on KS with lots of time to spare, guys. Yeah.
yes, if you want to support, I'm on Kickstarter. You can find it as Arcane Warrior Tarot. Let me put it in the chat so people can see. It's going to be really cool because we've actually already surpassed the like funding goal. So anything extra can go, for example, towards I'm looking into maybe having a nicer box but nothing too crazy because I like my decks to come fast and no bullshit with lip balms or stickers that will delay the whole process. Like, nah.
Yeah, yeah. There's nothing that kind of like grabs me at the minute. We've got Ever Logan's deck coming up soon. The
Oh
end of
yeah, shall I show that on the screen too?
yes,
That's so.
yeah. Logan's deck.
What's the name of it again? I forget.
Black Salt Tarot.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Like, to be quite honest, that's a cool modern sigilly line art deck that is drawn by, a real person who's self-publishing it. Let me put it on the screen, girls. Present, share screen. I have to click things like 10,000 times in order for us to like share shit.
There you
This
go.
is it. This is the Black Salt Tarot. It looks really dope. It kind
And
of looks like Cardcaptor Sakura, Sailor Moon, if they had
yeah,
a tarot.
yeah. Well, Logan is very much into his anime and manga, and there's Logan's Black Salt Lenormand, which I absolutely adore.
Oh
Um,
yeah, show that too. Like
so
he's
we've
a
got
black.
like I've got the pink one, which is exactly the same, and the black one. So you got person on here. So it's gorgeous. It's all holographic. And it'll match the deck. But that's Logan's doggy. So yeah, it's lovely. It's very simple, straight to the point. So you get your deck and show us your deck, love.
I just saw this question from my fellow Dutchie. Um she asked, what does the creator think about this? And I did get a response from her actually. So let me see if I can show that as well, because that is a nice thing to show to people, right, Martin?
Yeah, 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 definitely.
All right. So here we go. So I messaged her like, "Hey, I'm wondering if this creator has," because Martin and I were like, since she's being so secretive, did she even pay for that commercial license? So I was like, I'm wondering if this creator has paid for a commercial license. She's selling the deck as if it's her own work. And I got a message from the creator. Hello, thank you for pointing this out. Yes, the owner of this shop, meaning the Empress Tarot deck, has bought this set of digital illustrations under the extended commercial license on Creative Market. Under this license, she can sell a printed deck of cards, not a digital one. The copyright belongs to me, but she doesn't break the law. Thank you. Well, so this illustrator is fine. She knows what she's doing. She knows what's happening.
Well, like say for instance, the Empress Tarot deck was born. Aren't you supposed to then, by law, mention who the illustrator is, the actual illustrator?
No, once you have the license, it's like yours to do with whatever.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, just in case anybody look at Lennox, what Stitch just said, a massive amount of tarot card designs on Adobe stock.
Yeah.
I've
Like
never
it happens more than you think.
it's
It
bad in
happens,
it really. I'm glad I know the people who will know.
and it kind of like, once again, like I said, actual creators who create from the heart struggling to get their decks out. Like my brother to brother Oracle Kickstarter, Martin knows this, and you guys don't know this, but I was on the verge of
Like
I was on the verge of a breakdown because of how fucking slow that went. And I'm a real person drawing from the heart. And even though all of this is legal, it just pains me to see that um I'm just gonna call her for what she is, some bitch from who cares wherever the hell she's from, buys a couple of images, has them printed, and is like, boom, I'm a creator. No, you're not. You're not a creator.
yeah,
Even though it's all legal, you fucking suck. You are a terrible piece of shit.
yeah, yeah, and I agree. I'm sorry, I really
It
do.
took me, when she said to you, Martin, it took me a year to design this deck. I almost fucking fainted in my chair, and not because of the kidney stones.
Of course, of the throbbing prostate. Right.
Because of the throbbing prostate. Yes, very much that.
Anyway, for anybody who's new here, I would have very much doubt, but you never know. This is our Levi's deck, which is now currently running on Kickstarter.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't even have it. Oh,
yeah,
actually,
because it's a shit show. So like obviously, if you've seen the cards before, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. But yeah, this is the Levi's deck, and it's currently on Kickstarter as we speak. Um, and there's only three of us in the world got copies.
Yeah, Danny, you and I are currently the only ones that have it, and soon it will be a whole lot more.
It
Freaking
will
awesome.
not long now. And anybody else. I think Danny's got a Kickstarter coming up soon as well.
Yeah, the Astral Mermaid Tarot, which is going to be
Yeah,
really cool. It's going to
and
be kind of like
obviously Lennox is here, and Lennox is, oh my god, check out Lennox's tarot deck.
it's
Because
so
I know for a fact, because see, my special decks are always within arm's reach. I know that it's just gonna like because the image on the coastal curiosities, they are similar, but obviously not the same. So you obviously need the deck if you've got this, because it's just going to be like a companion to
You
this deck.
know, I'm usually not necessarily always into the vintagey shit. However, I'm going to show it on here. This is some really cool, dope looking deck. And
Well, look
I,
at this deck, people who ain't got it, there's loads of different symbolism on here, which Lennox says in a book. The frog, the flowers, the bee, everything, all the cards and full, and these as well, the pink flowers. There you go.
look, this is for the upcoming tarot deck, and it looks so damn cool. Like, it's a world I want to live in. Like, this is the kind of world building I want to see. This chariot card, I mean, oh no, I need to log in to actually like enlarge the post. But this chariot card right here, come on. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So yeah, that's also coming up. So there's some pretty cool.
Coastal Curiosities, guys, if anybody missed.
Yeah, the one Martin's showing is the Coastal
Yeah.
Curiosities. Yeah.
Yeah. So we all need to back that for sure.
Yeah, and we all need to support real creators and not personalities with an Etsy account. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. We've had some good news today, but we can't obviously share it. But like, I mean, good things happens to good people, and that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it's lovely to see people who you actually like and engage with kind of get their stuff out. And it makes me feel really, really happy.
I am also really looking forward to our live because we were supposed to do that live Wednesday, but I wasn't feeling too good yesterday. Feeling a whole lot better today, but we kind of wanted to talk about this. But our next live, whenever that's going to be, probably next week, but who knows because we're both shit shows, is going to be us browsing through all the mass market publishers' new catalogs and saying things and having opinions.
And there's a lot to say, believe me.
Hot take. I love the Llewellyn Christmas tarot that's coming out.
Oh, guys, if you can check out the Llewellyn Yule, is it called the Yule Tarot?
The Yuletide tarot.
Yule
Yeah.
Tarot, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's like vintage Christmas cards, and it's just adorable. That's probably stock images from somewhere. I'm just speculating on that. But it's like Victorian kind of Christmas cards in it and things like that, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I will forgive Llewellyn for their Peter sheet cardstock on this occasion with their deck,
Oh
because
man, and they're huge, annoying book boxes that nobody
guess who
wants.
the book's going to be written by?
Barbara Moore or Lisa Robertson.
Probably Barbara Moore, yeah.
Wow, I
Yeah,
wonder
like
if she ever gets. No, she never gets tired of seeing her own
right,
name on.
Wendy. No, I'm not actually doing that deck now. That one's fell through. So what I am actually doing in the process of doing for myself at the moment.
Don't say it because every time you say stuff, you don't follow through
No, I did say for myself.
for
Right. So
himself.
so I'm under no pressure. I'm actually well basically what I'm doing is the CBD Tarot Marseille is available off Bendov's website, free of charge, and anybody can do what they like with the images. So what I'm doing, I've kind of gone over the line work and I am colouring the Marseille in my particular style, what I love, and I'm getting them printed out and seeing how it goes there. So I'm on the first card. I'm on the magician, and it took me two and a half hours to do the line work on that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a lot of work, isn't it?
it is a lot of work, but it's incredibly relaxing.
It
I
is. It is. It's fun.
love it. I was doing it till 1 a.m. this morning, and I had to get that magician. Oh, is it? Look, that's what I'm doing, Martin.
Yeah, I saw Igor is doing
Yeah,
it as
so
well.
like that's brilliant. And I find it really relaxing. And I thought I've got to finish this magician's fucking app before I go to bed. Um, and I kind of almost did, and I thought I can't do anymore. But I love it, and I've been trying different paint techniques on there, and yeah, it's just lovely, really lovely. Yeah,
It is, isn't
I
it?
want it all like kind of modern in mad colors, and and I'm going to say it goes after that anyway. So that's from a deck from by well kind of by me to me. I'm not designing anything or putting myself under pressure at the minute.
Oh man, honestly, that was like one of the most fun things I did last year. That now where the fuck did I put that? Oh man, I'm the worst salesman ever, Martin.
It's because we've
Uh,
got too much shit.
you know that Madame Delora de la Haye tarot?
The tarot or the oracle.
The tarot. You know,
Twisted sushi. Actually, I did. When you kind of like doing the line work and adding your own colours, and you can blow at the actual card up on screen. Um, I could kind of see things that I couldn't see like in a tarot card size. So yeah, it's really lovely.
this is one of the most fun things I ever did.
How did you do that now?
Well, I also this is a really old, sort of weird majors only fortune telling game
That
from
traced
friend.
over.
Sorry?
Is that traced over?
Yeah, so you can download those images as well. They're in the public domain, and I downloaded them and I traced them, and the colors in the scans were really drab, so I recolored it in.
Yeah.
And this is such a fun little divination tool to use. And yeah, it was so much fun. Sometimes it's really fun to dive into the like vintage old decks and kind
I
of.
love vintage old decks, and this is why I'm kind of recoloring that Marseille because I'm not always particularly 100% sold on the colours in the Marseille. Sometimes,
No, me either.
you know,
Look at these fools.
I know they're brilliant now.
It's us.
It's us. That definitely is us. And that devil, he's really lovely.
You can get this on my make playing cards, by the way.
Yeah, there it is, the Madame Della Laura
De la Haye.
Della. Yeah.
Madame de Laura de la Haye. Reimagined and restored by Levi Smiths. It's
There
so
you
cool.
go.
When you buy it off of Make Playing Cards, you even get your version doesn't have this, but you even get like a little bit of history and an instruction card, and it's really cool actually. And it's not expensive either. There's like a slightly more expensive version in a tin, but there's also a version in a regular like chuck box or even plastic, so you can put it in your own little bag and shit like that.
I'll show you what my
Belly
go-to.
looks like.
You what?
What your belly looks like.
Look at that. I'll show you what my go-to kind of vintage-esque oracle deck is, what I use all the time, as you can see, because it's a bit like dirty now.
Oh yes.
The oracles from the Witchwood Girls, they are brilliant. They are absolutely spot on. I've got 4 or 5 of these different ones, and I absolutely love them. I use this one all the time. I've used this for readings for lots of people as well. And it comes with like a few instruction cards. Which one did I send you? The tattooed lady one.
The tattooed lady, and I love it.
Yeah, they're
They're
brilliant.
they're really brilliant. They are very inspired by like old timey Lenormand
Yeah,
style
yeah,
decks.
they are. I love the illustrations. I love what they do. Everything that they've done, I've bought.
Yeah, they're so cool too. Aren't they
Yeah,
like Asian girls or something?
I'm not sure, or not. I think it's a mother and daughter from the UK.
Yeah. I thought that they were Asian heritage esque something, but
I'm not sure 100%, but I mean, I absolutely love. But I did get the other one. I don't know where it's gone though. I absolutely love the work, and can I shout out to Andreas Day? His deck and book is so well done. And can you put that up? I can't read that, Levi.
Of course, I can put it up. Can I use this chance to ask you guys something? Here goes. Oh no, this is someone else, but we're gonna share that later.
Hang on, Anna.
Andrea Aste. His deck and book is so well done and cheap. The one I've been using on Instagram.
Which one's that? The Pure Magic Oracle?
No,
Andreas Day, the one with who done that?
I did Google it. I did Google it before. Oh, it's the Tarot of Light and Shadows.
Oh, I don't like it. And I'll tell you something that I don't like either. Is I bought this from Glastonbury. It was in Speaking Tree for a song. And honestly, I do not know why I bought this at all.
What did you buy?
This is the Book of Shadow, the Lost Code of the Tarot. Tony, I don't like it. I've seen it. I ain't keen on it. This is the Lost Code of the Tarot, and this is another one that will never, ever, ever see the light of day in my house. It's super weird. So yeah, I honestly don't like his artwork or his style. Sorry.
Me either. Sorry, but it is, for what it's worth, it is pretty. Oh, I think that's actually the one she was talking about, the Alchemist Tarot. Yeah.
There's a new version of it. There's a newer version of this because this one's out. Right, Anna said something.
Can I use this chance to ask you guys something? I'm in the beginning of making an Oracle deck on Make Playing Cards. What is your favorite card stock, and can you choose the price yourself if you sell it? So, people are very difficult with their Make Playing Cards cardstock preferences. I like their linen a lot. M31 linen is very good. I like their 33. No, what was it again? 330 GSM cardstock a lot. Whenever I use their I always use them for test prints of my decks. And what I always do when I use the 330 GSM cardstock is I choose a glossy finish, because if you choose the smooth finish, that scratches off so fast. And when you put the glossy coating on, it actually stays in pristine condition for a long time. Their linen is fine without any coating. So that's what I would say.
Personally, my favorite cardstock, I don't know where Lennox obviously had this printed, but my favorite cardstock is linen 200% of the way.
Yeah, they're and Make Playing Cards, linen cardstock, M30. Yeah, here. Look, Lennox is giving good advice. M31 and A35 thick standard. I've never used that. And then Igor said that he tried and he did tell me about this. They now have an eco herbage paper, which is really cool because it has like little specks of plant in it.
Oh,
so you kind of get that vintagey effect. So that's nice, but it's kind of thin. And yes, you can. But to get back to Anna, yes, you can choose your own price. So when you order a test print, for example, and you can immediately click on I want to sell this product, and there you can set up your shop and you can choose how much extra you want to ask for the deck. A lot of creators I've found to ask ridiculous prices for their decks. I always add on a couple of euros to make it also make it fun for me. But some people be asking like 80 euros for decks on there, like a lot of the Twin Flame Oracle crap that you see on there.
Like that, yeah.
Like ridiculously expensive, but you can do whatever the hell you want, obviously.
And Wendy's just said Liam's deck nature divine. Oh, that's an M31 stock, in it? The linen one, Levi.
I'm not sure. I don't think it's the M31. I think it's even thinner. But honestly, all of their linen cardstocks, The M31 has a black core, which is nice because it's a little bit more expensive, but it um, creates pretty good like longevity and duration for your deck, and you can't see through the cards. And I once tried one of their thinner ones for my brother to brother Oracle. A test print of that was on their cheapest. I think that's called, it's their 300 GSM, but that has a blue core. And when you have a design with lots of white, you can literally see a blue U through it. So that's not
Oh,
nice.
wow. My Hermit Tarot that I had from Mel, Hermit, what was it called now? Moonlight Hermit. That's on just the best cardstock ever. That's like a thickish linen. I love that. Yeah.
I like linen too. It doesn't work very well with digital art though, I must say.
Mm.
When the cards kind of have a vintagey look, it does work very. For example, my Jasmine Beckett Griffith tarot deck is on linen, and because everything she does is hand painted, it works. But like I've once tried my illustrations on linen and it looked crap. It didn't look good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it has got to be that particular like illustration in like vintage or hand painted, as you say. Yeah, yeah. Same
Look,
thing with Rosebud. Because
how do you how do you know so much about cardstock and cores? Because that's what you need to know. You need to know about it.
I'm geeking
Yeah,
out for the cardstock. It's just brill.
yeah, linen slightly blurs finer details. So, for example, mine is primarily like very much focused on line work. For example, this is my copy of that Madame Delora de la Haye. I had that printed on linen, and it looks cool, but the font is really, you can't see it on camera, but the letters on the card are really difficult to read because of the linen texture. So that one was a no.
Wow. Eagles just said for my Marceau, I've created a yellow paper background by combining two images of paper. Now I was going to do mine. I was going to kind of do like a vintage kind of like overlay on it. So I need to. Well, this is where you come in. This is where I said, Levi, help me, because I'm stuck on Procreate.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here, The Drowning World is on linen, and it did not do the photos justice. I can imagine. I'm not the biggest fan of them. I believe that they're primarily creators of art and not necessarily creators of tarot decks. But
Yeah, yeah. Is that the one with the kind of like dark photographic images on?
it's the one by Kahn and Selznick, the creators of the Carnival at the End of the World, and now they did this photo one where people are
Oh,
like,
the one where they're all lying in water. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. I got rid of my Carnival as well because I just couldn't with it.
I'll tell you which deck I do want. But you got I ain't paying the shipping over here. Is it the Somnia Tarot?
The Somnia. Oh, the one with the photos.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah.
yeah. I do
Not
like that.
paying not paying the shipping either. Like
No, no, man. Yeah, it's a lot of money when you pay for the deck and the shipping.
a
So
lot of I have like tried figuring it out why shipping for me to America costs me $20, but some American like retailers or web shops or indie creators sometimes ask $70 for shipping, and I don't know why.
I don't understand it either.
Because when I go on the USPS, I can find it for $20 as well. But
Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, but
yes, that's
so
what you pay for a nice unboxing experience with special custom wrapping paper and stickers I didn't ask for. Anyways,
yeah, well, let's not talk about them unnecessary add-ons. However, I will say that Lennox's stickers have actually come in a treat in my journal.
same with
That
me.
are lovely.
Because that's actually a style that I use in my
Yeah,
journal.
and me. So it was right up my street, wasn't it? I just like, I thought, oh God, like vintagey kind of like floral things and stuff. So I thought,
Yeah.
yeah, I look good in mine. But shipping here is ridiculous. I got 40. See what I mean, Levi? Candy's been charged £42 for taxes a few weeks ago. That's our customs charges. It's
Yeah,
just
that's
ridiculous. And
yeah,
I'm dreading it because I've had to tell Joseph sent me a package over. And I
yeah,
said to Joseph, please will you put a low value on the package?
yeah,
And he, because I mean you just stung here really bad.
yeah. I just, I used to, especially during the pandemic, I was on Etsy way too much. Um, but right now I just wait because usually and Anna will recognize this. Usually, Tarot.nl will get most indie stuff in at one point or another, and I'll just order it from there. And sometimes, for example, with this one, the the Tongues of the Mother deck,
Oh God, I want that.
that was real that was priced down so much, there was such a good sale on that
You
that
need
I
to
was
send
like,
me that when you're bored of it.
yeah, maybe I will. Just like I did with the Dust to Onyx, but I'm not bored of this yet.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so pretty. You know what and you're gonna hate me for this, but you know which deck I really want, and I may pick it up from Watkins if we go to London again next year. I kind of want the new Silicon Way deck, even though I don't like Silicon Way's art, but I do like that deck.
Oh, I don't. I don't. I'm sorry, I don't like her. And I think that if I can't gel with the creator, then their work doesn't gel with me. Little Red Tarot are getting Tongues of the Mother as well. Thank you very much for that, Mel.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I can't, Levi. Honestly, I've tried. I've got the Davis Creation. I've got the other one. I sold a couple. I just can't. I know a lot of people in the community adore her work, but I'm sadly one of them that doesn't. Um,
Somnia Tarot, College of Psychic Studies in London. Stock it.
do they? Oh,
Yeah.
Mel. Oh well, there you go. That's another dent in my bank account. Then look,
Yes,
yeah, it
yes,
says
yes.
not a fan of her work at all. Neither am I, Ren. I don't
Anna
know.
says always put gift. Yeah, not all creators want to do that. I should I say this? Will the IRS come after me? I always do. I always put gift, and I always put the factory price on the box, not the retail price that I sell it for.
Well, just imagine, like, I always like put like a very low value on your parcel when you
Yeah,
have to just imagine how much money's worth is in that really. But we always kind of wing it, don't we?
yeah, yeah. And you never have to pay for mine, do you?
No, but you
Hmm.
have to pay a couple of pounds for mine, don't you?
Yeah, not that much, like a couple. That's fine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's and there's another deck I want as well. Mel, you'll probably know what it is. Is it Grandmothers of the Something Tarot? Is it square? It's a feminine tarot. Um, oh, I can't remember. Beth had it in Little Red Tarot. I think it's like kind of it looks to me like it's a modern version of the Mother
Oh,
Beast or something.
you mean, oh yeah, yeah, I forget. Like it's called the Mother Tarot, and it's by the same creator that did the Dark Days Tarot.
Oh, is it the same person?
Yeah,
The Mother Tarot, yeah, I love
yeah,
that as well.
the Mother Tarot is nice. And also, you know what I really want? I want that. I'm gonna show it to the people because I think people might like that one actually.
That's it, I mean, yeah, created, yeah, Mother Tarot, yeah.
The Mother Tarot. This one.
Oh, yeah, that's the one, yeah.
Yeah, that looks really dope. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that as well, yeah. I like it a lot.
It's pretty expensive though. You know which one I really want? I want that unicorn tarot that Beth has.
Oh, yeah,
Little
I want
red
that as well. The
tarot
one by Rebecca.
dot co dot uk. Oh, I can't. Oh, did I make a typo? Little red tarot. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, it's .com. Okay, sorry, Beth.
I
Can we
really,
search?
really love that deck. Um,
Is there like a search bar here?
yeah, if you type in tarot, we got them all in, yeah. Can you not?
Tarot cards.
The Story Medicine, that's the one I want as well, Levi. Scroll back up. The
The story
Story,
medicine.
yeah, yeah, I love that. I'd love that as well.
Oh, this one.
But
Or
there's the two editions.
ooh. And this one I never understood. Like she's had that in stock for ages, and
I
it's
just
like,
can't with that deck at all. I want the Talisman Tarot. I've already got the Hidden Light, which is here.
Yeah, that one's pretty dope as well, isn't it? You have this from me. Huh.
I do. Yeah.
Look, they're by the same creator.
£60 on Beth, isn't it? Or is it 80? Does that say 60 or 80?
It says 60, so that's a better
Right.
deal for you, definitely. Let's see if I can find that really cool. Where is that? Where's that unicorn? Where is it? Oh,
You
right here. Oh, I want this. I really want it. It's so cute. But there's not that many pictures of carts. There's like zero walkthroughs of this on YouTube. I don't know what the cart stock is like, but I like it. Me like
She's lovely. She's got a new deck coming out. She's such a lovely person.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
so I want them all. I'll just give Moran a bag. I'll give Moran a bag full of decks today as well. So he took a load of decks home with him.
So people, how about we call it a wrap?
Because we've been on for an hour gassing. But thank
Well,
you
it was fun. Something different.
for listening to our bullshit as normal.
Yeah, it was fun. I loved it, and we love y'all. Thank you.
We love
Bye
you. So we'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.
bye.